do the air quotes just because I've technically restarted her several times. The thing is last year she was the type of horse you could leave sitting and get on and have the same type of ride, but this year she's proven, if you let me sit, I'm gonna buck with the saddle. And so I'm gonna try something different today. I'm gonna be using her bit. I did go and get some alfalfa pellets so that I can reward her. And we're gonna do a little bit of plus R training today and target training. She absolutely loves her target training. If you guys have seen videos of her, she clicks and loves it. So I thought, why not do something a little different? I can go out and sit on her bareback and not ask much of her and not have any issues. It's when I start asking, you know, her to use her body and gives pressure and all that, then she starts kind of throwing a fit, like, you can't make me, kind of. Well, what I'm gonna do, you guys just get to enjoy and watch whether I get hurt or live. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna desensitize her to the whip, since it's been a while since she's been worked. And then I'm gonna go back and make sure she remembers target training. And then pretty much the biggest issues she has is moving off of leg and avoiding bit pressure. I've spoke to the vet, the chiropractor, a couple of friends of mine, and we all agree that when I pick up and she takes her chin to her chest, what she's doing is avoiding the pressure so I don't have control. Enforce that stopping is a good thing, and the reason, again, I got alfalfa pellets is they're small and they're not thick, big treats that are going to make her choke on it with the bit in her mouth. And we're just gonna try and set up some basics and get her thinking stopping is great. You get to stop and you get a treat. I'm not gonna worry about leg pressure today. I just want to start solidifying the stop first. We're gonna attempt this, but first, this one, she can be tied. She is in a pasture with the gate locked on a patience pole, so she's all good and safe. So unfortunately I had a ton filmed. I had 20 minutes of footage. Part of it was writing, because the whole point of this was to solidify a stop using positive reinforcement, and she was doing amazing. But somehow I zoomed my phone in after it fell the first time, and it's literally just my head. So I will be filming a part 2 hopefully this week for you guys to see how well she's doing. Here I'm just desensitizing her, and I've never ridden her with a long whip, so I'm just gonna use that as my target like I normally would. So I'm just gonna get her used to it being above her and moving. You can see her head was high there and she was worried, so the minute she kind of brought her head in and looked at me and checked in with me, I gave her a reward. And she's also never been ridden with a treat pouch on me, and I have my water bottle holder full of treats, and so you're gonna see me do some jumping up and down and let her hear the treat pouch bouncing around, so that when I get on her, it's not like a total big shock and change. So here I'm just kind of going through and seeing what she remembers, because I think all in all she's only had about 12 target training sessions, if that. So I had to get an old ice chest, because although this girl is like 14'1", 14'2", I'm 5 foot, and she, for me, is gigantic. I'm just trying to solidify that paying attention to me, and checking in with me and slowing down is all good things. So there, I'm just making sure she's okay with my foot going up, since it's been a while that she's been ridden. And I also have snow on my feet, so that's going to be cold on her back. So I fast forwarded this. This was about 3 minutes of her focusing on a dog. But here you can see every now and again she's checking in. So when she checks in and pays attention to me and decides that paying more attention to me than the dog is a good thing, then I start giving her a reward. So you can see she starts to check in with me a lot more. Very good. I'm giving her lots of pets. So unfortunately you guys aren't going to be able to see her moving out, because again my camera fell. Got off, resetted it, and yeah, it was just highly zoomed in. But you guys will get to see some of the basics that we're doing. It takes me quite a while to get up on her. Like I said, for me, she's big. And I have not actually gotten on a horse bareback in a while. So it took me a few minutes, I'm ashamed to say. It's also good for me having to bounce around because she's here in that treat pouch. Now you're going to see here, her head is high. That's perfectly fine. But I love that right there. She checked in. So this mare's go, 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 fight, fight, fight. So the checking in, I'm going to reward as much as I can. I want her to know that you checking in and paying attention to me is a great thing. Just loving on her, giving her lots of affection, because it doesn't always have to be a treat. It can be lovin's too. So unfortunately, this is about all you guys are going to get to see for this session, but I will put this as part 1, and we will film a part 2 where you guys can actually see things, because here's where the camera fell, and this is what it captured for 11 minutes. Fortunately, the camera keeps falling. It's been about 20 minutes anyways, and it's getting darker, so maybe that's my cue to leave it at a quiet session. And she's doing really, really good. She didn't blow up or freak out. She had a very high head in the beginning. You could see she was a little bit worried about that whip and the pouch making noise, but she did really, really good. This one was a little anxious, was moving around quite a bit. I don't know if you guys can tell the ground all tore up around there, but she settled down now, and she does not know that mommy has cookies. So we're gonna go give her some alfalfa pellets. My hands are beet red and blue, and I still have to move hay. So this is gonna be fun. Hi, lady. Yes, hello. Oh, yes. Yes, hello. So yeah, she's gonna go back in the round pen with Abby so that I can open up the gates and drop some hay in. You good girl.